in the view contact screen that you have inside of Lizzie, there's actually a lot of information that you have available here. At the top, we have information about relationships with other customers, and if there actually is a relationship, there's another option that comes up here to view what that relationship is and who the relationship is with. Whether or not this customer is active, we have an edit button here. The little pencil will actually bring up the control that we were looking at earlier, so I can edit the information about the customer. We can assign a customer-specific price matrix. We can assign customer-specific prices on certain parts. We can select a lot of different things that we have available here. Now, and the Merck stuff we'll ignore for this particular conversation, but here is where we can actually set up a customer type. So if I edit this, I can select what type of customer they are. So let's say I want to uncheck this and say that they're a boat sale, and so it'll go in and make those changes for me. We can set up additional office hours so that we know what time they're at the office. We use this a lot with NYSEX to keep track of when dealerships open so that we make sure we don't call them when they're closed. So we have directions from the office, which will actually open up. It basically looks at your office address and then looks at the address of the customer and brings up Google Maps for that particular address. So it'd give you directions from your place to their place. Which, by the way, is really handy when you're using it on your cell phone, because it'll actually open up your maps on your phone. In addition, down here at the bottom, we have additional contact information. These are additional people, additional phone numbers, all kinds of different things that you can add about this particular customer. Now, if we edit this particular contact record, this will bring up the additional information for that customer, and notice, or for that contact, and notice that we can add additional phone numbers from here as well. This actually, and I'll do it just to kind of show you what's going on. So let's say that we add this phone number, and I want to add an additional phone number for their mobile number. So we're going to come in and we'll pick this and we'll fill in the phone number for their mobile number, and then we can put in notes, other information that we have, and then we're just going to go ahead and save that information. So now you can see that for this particular contact, I actually have a home phone and a cell phone. So the system is trying to give you the ability to keep track of everybody that that has anything to do with that particular business or that particular home, or whatever it happens to be. So again, our example of NYSEX, we actually use this to keep track of every employee that works at the dealership, what their contact information is, their individual email addresses, if they have multiple email addresses, that kind of thing, so that we have the ability to get in touch with whoever we need to get in touch with for whatever problem comes up or whatever thing we're trying to get in touch with them for. So again, all of the stuff that we started in an earlier video about how to set things up, they all start to come into play when we're looking at the contact record. Now, in addition to this, you'll notice a series of buttons across the top. This left button actually allows me to view the contact record. It basically brings this screen up. This is my sales information. So if I go to the sales profile, this will bring up everything I know about them related to a sales situation. The next button over is our support profile, our credit card information, our bill to and ship to information, our tickets. If you've created any tickets, we use this a lot at NYSEX, because this is what you guys actually open tickets up when you have a problem or want a new feature added. This allows us to be able to go in and look at those tickets. Might not be something that all of you would use, but it is there, and probably wouldn't be a bad idea to learn a little bit about it to see if it might be something you want to do. And then finally, over here at the far right, we have our view correspondence that allows us to be able to open up any correspondence logs that we have on the customer. And you'll learn more about this in another video. And again, this button will bring me back over to the view contact. Now, obviously, this button and clicking on view current contact, they both do the same thing. They both open me back up and put me back on the main customer's record. So as you can see, there's a lot of information you can get to from right here on the view contact record. And again, it's a good idea to go through and play around with it just to kind of learn the ropes and see where things are located.